So if you're looking for something as a gift idea, or just because you want to, let's say, tart the house up, listen to this one. We've got the gonk. Heard of the gonk? I had to look it up a bit. I'll be honest with you, I had to look it up. What is a gonk? Gonk is a Scandinavian name for gnomes. And it's those gnomes that got the hats over their heads and they've got the long white beards, and it's on the bedding. It's 15 quid. Look. Brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then we've also got dogs. Oh, click on the middle picture. This is good. Look, there you go. That's a gonk. Lovely, isn't it? Little bit of fun. Particularly because we've gone for a larger size there. The double is $19.99, singles are $14.99. And if you're a dog lover, we've got dogs in Christmas jumpers. Same prices, and they're not polyester, they're cotton mix. So please don't miss out on those. Top tip from me is get to the website, idealworld.tv, look through everything. And another top tip for you, if you have been feeling the cold, or I got an email, it's like a newsletter from our gas and electric company, and we've got one of the leaders in the UK, low prices. I switch, I don't mind. I'm an energy company whore, I don't care. I'll go where the price is right. So I don't mind switching. They just sent me a letter. It's going to go up. The bills are going to go up. Get this, £5. I can live with that. A week. I was absolutely gobsmacked. So if you anticipated radiators, warm home. All right, let's get on to the superstar. This show, we're going to be talking about the big brand of Downland, and we're looking at wool duvets. Now, I know we do a lot of types of duvets here. We're all about, people have different amounts of money they want to spend, different budgets to bear in mind, different types of weight they like to have on them. Some people are quite happy to spend 160 quid on a duvet. Not me. 100 for a duvet? Come on, I could get myself a blooming ceramic art radiator for that. So 40 quid, I'm like, okay, game on, here we go. And these are luxury. When you hear about the wool, and more importantly, when you hear about the properties of wool, you'll be interested. And they are nice and lightweight, but they're an all-season duvet. Another bargain, you got free P&P, all right? So big brand, low price, free P&P, and we'll even spread the cost. Now, you've got the choice. You can go all the way up to 10 open payments. I say up to, if and heat up those walls, stop. And heading into winter. All right, let's get down to it. Nitty-gritty. Downland. Tell us a bit about the brand.
Downland since 1946, Paul. They're a company who bring us fabulous interiors products, especially when it comes to bedding.
Yeah.
The bedding, a lot of the time, we launch exclusively here at Ideal World. And when we first bought wool duvets, I thought, wool in a duvet. I thought it's going to be heavy, scratchy, itchy. Yeah. It's everything that you think initially in reverse. Flip it on its head. When you get this home, first of all, you'll take it out of the packaging. It's beautifully soft on the outside. You can see it says luxury 300 TC. Now that means thread count.
Oh, yeah.
So that means every square inch of fabric has 300 threads horizontally and vertically. So it feels super soft on the outside, that cotton outer. Then on the inside, it's 100% wool filled, but this feels beautifully soft. And when you talk about wool, there are so many benefits when it comes to
Can we go through the properties of wool then?
Yeah. So wool itself is renewable and sustainable.
Because it's off a sheep.
Exactly.
Shave it off,
it's durable and long lasting. Mm-hmm. For me, the most important when it comes to wool is the natural temperature management properties. It means that when you get too hot, it releases the heat through all those natural fibres. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in and brings you to that perfect temperature. When you get too hot, again, it'll release the heat. So if you're different temperatures to your partner, when you go to bed at night, it'll work for both of you. And wool is naturally hypoallergenic.
Well, I think we've all heard of hypoallergenic, but we don't necessarily know what it means. What's it mean?
Well, it's about allergies, basically. If you think about the allergies that you can get when it comes to certain types of things that you sleep under, so you might be allergic to certain things. When it comes to wool, wool itself is naturally hypoallergenic.
Fantastic, isn't it? And a lucky old sheep wearing it all day long until we get older. And then because they grow it back, and that's why it's renewable and sustainable. No sheep are hurt in the making of these. That's the beauty of it. My top tip is going to be, if you're going for a duvet, if you're going for a single, maybe get yourself an additional pillow. If you're going to go for a double, a king, a super king, then get yourself a couple of these, because these are gorgeous too. I'll get Sean to talk about those in a minute. But let's put the prices on the screen so you can see how affordable they are. The pillows, lowest ever price, No P&P. Don't forget, everything on the show, with the exception of the radiators, is P&P free. That's one to fill your boots on. And, of course, you can spread the cost. If you're putting those in your basket, let's say you go for 2 flexes on your duvet, then your pillow's 10 quid today, 10 quid in a month's time. If you put your pillow into your open pay, let's say you go for 10, just to make maths easy, it's £2 a payment. £2 on each of your 10 payments.
Brilliant,
isn't it?
And the pillows, just to let everybody know at home, they're the same on the outside, the 300 thread count. You've got a core, a central core, so it holds. It doesn't go floppy. Yeah. You don't have to plump your pillows up. They'll always hold the shape. But then you've got the wool on the outside of that hollow fibre core, so it means you've got the temperature regulation. So again, you won't get too hot. They're beautiful finish, quilted on the outside. They've got silver piping around the outside of the pillow. They're a great gift, even if you're not going for the duvet.
They're going crazy. The pillows are going crazy. And they should, if you've got friends, family coming around to stay, Christmas, in our case, it's New Year. We're going crazy for Hogmanay this year.
Great.
We're going to have a big old party, got a bagpiper coming, going to be doing the kilt and all that stuff. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And pillows will be important. You know, people are going to stay. You don't want them to have those little thin things that are 20 years old and they're flat now. I know you can go out and buy them for £5, but they don't last long, do they? These are quality, designed to last year after year after year. But let's go back to the duvet, because this is really what it's about. Been chilly the last few days, freezing cold, in fact, here in Peterborough. These are designed to keep you warm all year round.
They're designed literally for every single night of the year. I never have a winter and a summer duvet anymore.
When you say I never...
This is the duvet I sleep under.
Oh, you sleep under wool?
Yeah, this is the duvet I sleep under here when I stay in Peterborough, where I stay.
Yeah.
When I'm at home, again, I've got a wool duvet that I absolutely love and never take off the bed. A lot of people have a big, thick, heavy duvet in the winter months. Now, you'll notice, Paul, when you look at the edge of this, that it's not a thick, heavy duvet.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a natural tog rating. It literally is about what's inside there, what it's made of. 100% wool filled, 100% on the cotton outer. I want you to see the finish on this as well. It's not piping, it's bound edges. So it's really top quality finish when it comes to our wool duvets. When you look at the way it's designed, you've got this box diamond concentration on the actual duvet itself. That means the filling is anchored into place.
Yeah.
So if you've ever had a duvet where you shake the duvet and all the filling falls to the bottom, or it all moves to the side, you don't get any hot or cold spots here, because the even distribution of filling goes right across the entire duvet. You'll love the weight of this. When you get into bed, it drapes over your body straight away. There's never any wind tunnels. There's never any gaps, even if you share your bed with a partner. Now, what we've done here, we've got a double bed with a king-size duvet. So if you're looking, thinking, oh, that bed looks really sumptuous, that's what we always do. We put a bigger duvet on a smaller bed.
Somebody recommended, it might have even been you, Sean, a few years ago, somebody said, upsize your duvet. Not necessarily your bed, but your duvet. And so if you've got a double-sized bed, get a king-size duvet. If you've got a king-size bed, get the super king duvet. And that way, when your partner rolls over, in our case, it's not so much my wife, she's all right, it's when the blooming kids climb into bed with us. And they do. You know, sometimes they'll just climb into bed, 6 in the morning, little Troy boy's there, he gets under the bottom and he crawls up through the middle. It's hilarious, and you've got to love it. You know, while they're little, you've got to enjoy it. But, you know, it's good to have some spare duvet, because you get pushed right out to the extremities.
Yeah. So you're not fighting, you don't have those duvet wads. The other thing you'll see is I just lift that up and let it go back down to the bed. This is what I mean when I say drape. Whatever's underneath there, it drapes beautifully.
Cushion of air in it, just disappears.
It really is. And the first time I slept under this, again, I was really sceptical, because wool, I thought, scratchy, itchy, heavy. Got it home, slept under it the first night, and for me, it changed the way I sleep. And if you do your own research, Paul, there's amazing research when it goes into the benefits of wool duvet and sleeping under a wool duvet.
Right, hey, do that. Jump on the old search engine, you know, Google, probably the most famous one. Put in there, benefits of sleeping under wool, or benefits of wool duvets, anything of that nature. Let's just remind you, we've got all 4 sizes at the moment, so be as quick as you can. And these prefer cool temperature management.
Too hot, it releases the heat. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in. So it'll work with your temperature night after night, season after season. It might be that you're at a time of life when you
know
get
that
too...
one?
I do know that one. That's Shrek the sheep.
What?
Very famously.
Which end are we looking at?
That's his face, right in the middle. You can just about see it. What happened with Shrek is he disappeared into the mountains for 6 years and the wool wasn't taken away. He wasn't shaved for 6 years, and it just kept growing. But it didn't matter how hot it was, how cold it was, because again, that wool temperature regulates.
Wow, that is epic.
6 years of
that
wool.
runaway, when they found it, he got all that wool had grown, and he's still doing well. Isn't that great? You should paint him green, as he's called, Shrek.
They should.
Dye him green, dye him green. No.
Maybe not.
All right, listen, let's go through the sizes for you, because we have got single, double king, and super king for a single. And if you're in, but you size bed, get the ones, have a bit of fun, and you could get. No, these are all way more than 60 quid. You can spend hundreds of pounds.
Just have a look at wool duvets, what you'll pay just for a wool duvet from specialist shops. Way more than the prices we've got them for today.
And you've got to bear in mind, because I think sometimes people think, well, how come you get them at such a good price? We buy in bulk. You know, we buy in bulk. We don't just buy a few of these. If you went to a store, you're probably going to buy 1, 2, maybe 3. We buy hundreds and hundreds. It's not thousands. We've been working with Downland for years and years and years and years. Great British brand. And so we get a great price. And then you've got to bear in mind our other advantage. Not only do we buy in bulk, but we're still open at 10:45 in the evening. What time the shop's closed? Even as we get closer and closer to winter, if you're lucky, they might stay open till 8.
Yeah.
It's almost 11. And we're open 7 days a week. And don't forget, even after that, we then go on to ITV till 3 o'clock in the morning. And we don't have to have shops all over the country. The fact is that saves us money, because if we have pillows, because I really think if you've got a duvet that you love, and maybe you bought one from us recently and you think, oh, I wish I'd got these now.
Support with this pillow. You won't have to plump these pillows up. You've got quilting on the front side of the pillow, and then it's a smooth side on the reverse. You've got that silver pipe to detail that runs all the way around. But then you've got your 300 thread count, Paul. It's very rare we talk about thread count that high. Anything over 180 is luxury.
And bear in mind, you're not even going to put your face on that.
No, it's just...
You'll put these in a pillowcase,
Of course you will, yeah. You've got that quilted covering, but then the wool wraps around that hollow fibre core. So not only have you got that gorgeous support, so it'll support you beautifully, but look at this, that softness is absolutely stunning. And because of the way it's designed, it bounces straight back as soon as you lift your head from the pillow. The fact that you've got all of this beautifully packaged as well, if you want to buy these as a present, I've got one in the bag at the end of the bed. Stick a bow on that and you are good to go gift-wise. There
you go, you can see it. So people, if you give that as a gift, you might want to wrap it up, but well, just stick a bow on the bag. Just stick a bow on the bag. They're going to know right away you've gone to Downland. You know, they know they've got a big brand. I want to remind you of savings. Listen, I know it's invented pillows, and they've told us they've tried everything. I remember one story in particular, a guy was trying to take care of his daughter who had been in an accident, and then they got the cheap pillows, try those, they weren't working. They went all the way up to something like 180 quid for a pillow, and they still weren't doing the trick. These are £55 pillows, but not tonight. You every time you buy one, these you're saving yourself 25 quid. Buy two, you've just saved 50 quid. But this isn't about the savings. This is about the ones that are available to you. Great pillows with animal print on as well, which are even better. So there's our fleece one. That's a fleece V shape. It's got a lovely teddy bear stroke to it. You give that little stroke, oh, that's lovely. And like I'm doing right now, Sean's done the same. You tend to lean into those, and it's almost like somebody's cuddling you. Taking them down to £12.49, so a half price deal, no P&P. £12.49, no P&P. If you're looking for a fleece to throw over your sofa, your bed, maybe just keep you warm in the evenings when it's a little bit chilly, those are lovely fleeces. You can get your hands on those. They're on the website as well. Here's another one of our pillows.
They're a lovely soft teddy finish on the outside, as you say, Paul. They're V-shaped, so you can put them behind you. If you sat up in bed, they're brilliant. You can put them around the side of you for support on the side. You can put them around the front and use them to when you're reading a book or you're playing on your tablet as support. They're gorgeous, great in the car for the kids as well.
Yeah. If you're travelling or they're sleeping, get your hands on those. And if you are a couple, get one each, because you'll only end up arguing over them. Unless it's two for the price of one, there is no P&P. Even if it's $2.99 P&P, that's another £6. $14.99 is for the single, $19.99 for the double. We have got the king and the super. It's the best, and that is not, it's not Polly. we're talking a cotton mix. It's absolutely lovely. You can chuck it in the washing machine. And look, even on the underside, see the snowflakes? I love them.
Fully reversible,
Love
Paul.
those.
So if you want the gonks 1 week and then the snowflakes the next
one week.
Yep, you can spin it round and there you go, have a completely different look.
When you said 1 week, I thought, what do you mean 1 week? But I get it now. Yeah, I get it. I get
They
it.
come with the pillowcases included. Obviously, the single comes with 1 pillowcase.
Yeah.
Double and above come with 2 pillowcases.
So if you are going to upsize on your duvet, if you think we are a double, we're going to go for king size. Oh, these are brilliant. These are dogs in Christmas jumpers. Have we got the close-up photo, Paul? Have we got the look at the dogs in Christmas jumpers. I love them. I absolutely love. These are not going to be around for long.
Again, fully reversible, so you've got the white one way, the red the other. You can mix and match the pillowcases one way.
Love those.
If you wanted to mix and match it, but really different looks just by flipping your duvet cover over.
When I get home, I'm going to ask my wife if we can get the one with the little, what are they called?
Gonks.
Gonks. I don't think I'm ever going to remember that word. I had to look it up. What is a gonk? What are we bringing?
Actually, I think they're really famous when you sail into Amsterdam. We used to both work on ships, didn't we? I'm sure they have a big gonk museum.
They are very famous in that part of the world, and they're the further north you go, the more gonks you're going to see.
There we go.
I only know because I went and read about them. And they've got those long, long hats on. They've got the long white beards. The hats go over their eyes. When you read about the gonks, you'll go, oh, yeah, I know what I mean. And I think they've kind of inspired some of those movies, you know, like Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, please go and look at those. And I would certainly say, certainly consider, if you've got dogs, on the live show, with the exception of the radio, you might look at it and go, be created. Let's please.
What I'm going to do is take the power heating.
It was
86 tell heat.
And we've got teddy bear ones as well if you prefer those. So I'm sure you get these, you won't stop stroking it. Just give it that lovely, gentle stroke. You'll be there all night going, oh, isn't it lovely? Watching a movie, oh, I can't stop it. I bet you will. I bet you will. And so you can do what I've done. I've put it around me. It's almost like being hugged. I bet when Corona, you know, when we were self-isolating and couldn't go see anyone, I bet a lot of people really appreciated a cuddle with these.
Cuddle cushion, yeah.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Absolutely brilliant.
They're the animal print designs, but the teddy fleece ones are gorgeous as well. They're the plain.
Pick what's
finish.
best for you, or gift ideas. Don't forget, if you do get to £80 tonight, and I know not everyone will, but if you get to £80, an extra 10% off your basket. So if you go for a few of the duvets, you could do that quite easily. OK, Sean, let's go right back to basics. First of all, let's talk about Downland.
So Downland are a company who started in